Welcome to Take 5 to Thrive, your 5 minutes of health and wellness information. Today let's take a closer look at gluten. Health gurus loathe it sometimes, and there are ever more gluten-free products in the stores. But what is it actually? What does it do? Some claim that it's poison, but is it? What does the science say? Well, gluten is a sticky protein substance, especially of wheat flour. It renders a dough cohesive and elastic. So when bread rises, air bubbles form, and those are trapped. They stay in the bread because of the viscosity of gluten. But you cannot only find gluten in breads. Gluten is in many products, including beer, soy sauce, and some seasonings. So ultimately, even potato chips can be covered with something that has gluten. So if gluten is a protein substance, then it's healthy for you, right? Protein is something that is a building block and fuel for the body. And so in that sense, yes, gluten is good, but we already get plenty of protein. So that's not really the reason to like it. The key point here is that gluten is often part of foods that are packed with other healthy nutrients. Gluten can be found in wheat, rye, barley, and spelt. All of these grains have gluten, but they also have important other nutrients such as B vitamins, iron, calcium, and they also all have fiber. So cutting out gluten is not a really good way to nourish yourself because most of us already don't get enough fiber. So it might actually lead to problems with digestion, and it's not very good for the gut. And whole grains are heart healthy. So what's the fuss all about? Well, this is the reason. About 1 in 100 people, so about 3 million people in the United States, have celiac disease. And that's a chronic condition of the digestive system. If these people consume gluten, then they have a triggered immune system, and that causes damage of the lining of the gut. That in turn causes malabsorption of nutrients, diarrhea, gas and bloating. It can lead to weight loss, weakness and fatigue, and abdominal pain. And sometimes that abdominal pain is pretty severe. There are also less common symptoms outside of the digestive tract. So how is it diagnosed? Well, people who suspect that they have celiac disease should go and see a doctor. The doctor would do a history and physical exam, and there's a pretty simple lab test for antibodies, and then some other confirmatory testing if needed. The primary treatment for celiac disease is dietary. For these people, it's essential to remove gluten from the diet. So for these people, it's really great that there are so many gluten-free products out there. It's in fact of vital importance to not have gluten in the diet. And even if you don't have celiac disease, but you note that your body responds in a way with symptoms when you eat gluten, then you might be having a gluten sensitivity or another condition of the digestive system. Always listen to your body. You are the expert on it, and always take it seriously. So, what is naturally gluten-free? Well, for example, rice, corn, quinoa, buckwheat, nut flours, soy, and chia seeds are naturally gluten-free. But here's the bottom line. Most people can eat grains without problems. In fact, these are really healthy products. And gluten don't make you fat. Please don't believe all the hype, because much of it is based on misinformation. A gluten-free diet is not necessarily a healthier diet, and actually it can be less healthy because of the lack of fiber, and many of the gluten-free products in stores have more sugar, more fat, and more salt. So the flip side of this is that if you have celiac disease though, or gluten sensitivity, it is possible to be very healthy on a gluten-free diet. a nutritionist can be a great resource to navigate that path. So be well, stay healthy, and take good care. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, share this with your friends, ring the little bell so that you don't miss our notifications, and give it a thumbs up. And feel free to leave a comment. Take good care.